Hello. This presentation of CareLog Plus particularly focuses on looking at some of the major documents held within the system and how they link together to create a focused and joined up approach to recording care information and making sure that related documents are ultimately updated when something is added to an existing document that you're working on. Let's begin then by looking at an initial assessment document. If I click on the review button here, that document will be shown to me. Now, as you may be aware, all of the major documents within CareLog Plus, that's the initial assessment, the social care document, the care plans, the risk assessments and health assessments, and together with the daily notes and the evaluations of care plans, are all definable by yourself. The system obviously comes preloaded with lots of different examples of the standard tools that are used in the care home. But if you wish to modify those, you wish to add to them, then that's entirely up to you and you can do so. So this document, for example, contains sections for the heart and circulatory and various other conditions as well. So notice that these prompts here and the associated scores, as I've said, are all defined by you. So if you wish to add to these or wish to change them, then it's entirely up to you. Notice also at the bottom here we have an assessment source. Obviously that's become very important because of the Mental Capacity Act. So within this you can define who provided the information and record that within the assessment. And on top of that also any additional comments that you wish to make against the particular answer that was given you can record within this document. Notice also, if I cancel out of this, that you can actually produce a blank copy of this, because obviously we appreciate that many assessments that are done are not actually done within your home. They're actually done maybe in hospital or the service user's own current residence. So this allows you to print this document off, go off and complete it manually, and then enter this information subsequently when you come back to the care home. Now let's take a look at another major document section, which is health and risk assessments. If we click on this icon here, that'll take us into the assessment section, and then we'll look at health assessments. As you can see, the system comes preloaded with many examples of health assessments, Bartel, Braden, etc. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at the Malnutrition Universal Screening Tool for this resident here, Robert Goggins. So again, all I need to do is select my review score prompt at the top of the screen, and that tool appears to me. So I go to the BMI score. We can see this was the previous review was done, so we had a tick in this box here. We can have follow-up instructions and also follow-up actions defined for the care as well if those are appropriate. This section here, again we've ticked the less than 5% box, and we go to acute disease effect, and Robert is in good health. Notice we can record extra comments down here against any section, and again we've made use of who recorded the information. In this case it was actually the home staff. Now this is where the integration really then kicks in, because I then click on OK. What then happens is, because of that score and the fact that Robert has been defined as a medium risk, the system has automatically prompted me now to review his eating and drinking care plan. Clearly this is very important because the score with Robert's malnutritional universal screening might indicate that perhaps he's having increasing problems with his diet and with nutrition generally, and therefore it's very important to review the associated care plan, and therefore the carer is automatically prompted to do this. We can then click on edit to then edit that care plan. We can assign a key worker, but perhaps as a member of staff, to that particular care plan to make sure that's reviewed. We can therefore perhaps reduce the review period. Monthly is perhaps too long a period, so therefore we'll reduce it down to 2 weeks. We can, if we wish, edit the text on this care plan to make it more relevant to Robert's current condition. What we can also do as part of this is then look at the last reviews of that care plan, of which there's only one at this particular stage, and also go into care tasks. Care tasks allow me to actually define actions that I want the carers to be aware of over the coming hours or days or weeks in relation to a particular care event or care problem that the resident may have. So I can click on add to do that. I can then look at the description. Maybe there's something appropriate here, or if not, I can simply add it in as part of my text. So I can just say monitor meals. I want that to be done maybe for the next week, and I want it done on a I don't know, maybe 6-hourly basis, and say okay. What will happen now is that care task will automatically appear in what we call the alarm panel, and also be prompted to the carers at every single shift handover review, so that everybody is kept informed of Robert's potential problem with eating and nutrition, and therefore it is not overlooked at all. I'll simply close that now and return back to the care plan, cancel out of that, and return again, and cancel again. Another very good example of prompted care, so that actions are never overlooked, is in the body map. So if we go into the Notes and Accidents section, we'll see a body map. Now we have here our resident selected, Gladys Brown. If we edit her record, what we'll then do is we will click on the area of the body where we found the problem and add a new observation. So let's say we've found some small abrasion to left leg, and our comments are that we perhaps applied antiseptic cream, and we'll say OK to that. Now immediately what's happened is the system has recognised the fact that we've added something to the body map, and of course related to that, that may mean that we have a skin tear issue, we may have a pressure sore issue, so therefore the system is prompted to say, right, do you want to update any care plans for this resident? Well, I'm not sure, but I'll say yes. And what it therefore does is allow me to then look at all the care plans for this particular resident, so I can then update them if it seems appropriate. So maybe my maintaining and comfort and safety care plan is sensible to review that. So I'll click on that. It then shows me that the details of that care plan, which is obviously fairly cursory. But again, I could now reduce the review period, I could assign a key worker, I could create care tasks in relation to this, I could look at my